Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Chelsea. You know that, I know that. I'm just a lady with a bulldog, a camera, and too many opinions. And sometimes those opinions, as we know, get people upset. And then sometimes they result in an offer to consult for a new multi-level marketing company. What's going on?
We want you to be a part of our pre-launch.
Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I have been staying up to date on the latest Monat drama, the multi-level marketing company that sells shampoo, you know, the purple bottles, all that, and all of their lawsuits, because it brings me quite a lot of joy that they get sued and then they sue back, and they are just, in my opinion, a cult. However, you remember Tony with an I, not my husband Tony with a Y, but Tony with an I, Van Schweik? Who, listen, could not be me. I do not know. Well, of course, she was one of the top reps in Monat and the OG, the first distributor ever hired. She got fired. She sued them. They sued her. They settled, whatever. And then what do you know? What a huge surprise. She is starting her own MLM. Oh my Lord.
So hi, you guys. So we're so super excited to announce today our new company, Fermaglow.
Who could have seen that coming? Am I right? And now apparently this is going to be fermented skincare. Gross. That sounds disgusting. Why? I don't know. Anyways, I made a video about it, just going over it, and gave my opinions based on what had already been put out there on the internet publicly, which hadn't really been that much. However, they saw that quite quickly, I might add. And I received this email from her lawyers, but thank goodness they mailed it to my P.O. box too, because I never even saw this. So let's go ahead and get into this, because it was not what I was expecting. Greetings. The law firm of Holland & Knight, LLP, has the privilege of being legal counsel for Miss Tony Van Schweik and Fermaglow, Inc. I am writing you in relation to a video you posted on your youtube.com channel on March 5th. They sent this on March 6th. Y'all are quick. Titled, From Fired Plus Sued by Monat, Arrow, Starting a New Scam, Fermaglow. This is specifically not a cease and desist letter. This is not a legal demand letter. Can I still crumble it up and put it in the base of my fillable lamp? Can I still do that? This counts, right? I have watched the YouTube video in full, as well as several of your other videos posted to your youtube.com channel related to the Monat Global Corp, Monat, Miss Van Schweik, and Mr. Stuart McMillan. You are a talented content creator. In the YouTube video, you say several things that are accurate, but you also say some things that are inaccurate or premature. For example, in the YouTube video, you state, among other things, Fermaglow's technology will not help or assist with sales. Fermaglow will share false information. Fermaglow will be a pyramid scheme. Fermaglow's products will be inferior, but more expensive than similar products that can be purchased at Target. Not Target catching strays. Fermaglow's products can currently be bought on Alibaba, and Van Schweik is soulless, broke, and founded Fermaglow solely for personal profit and to scam people. I like that they left that one for the last part. Reading that back, I was like, damn, Chelsea, calm down. Yikes. Anyways, so then they continue, and it says, it's clear from your YouTube channel that you are generally against multi-level marketing companies and direct sales. That is understandable. Many people are. And I know that you've had a negative experience working in the multi-level marketing industry. That's false. That's just simply not true. I didn't really have any history or experience in the multi-level marketing industry. I got recruited into two, and then I was like, God damn it, I've been bamboozled. I don't want to join this. And then I quit. Never recruited anyone, never sold anything, certainly didn't sell my soul. But you know. However, multi-level marketing and direct sales is not illegal federally or in any state. It should be. And many people have achieved financial success through multi-level marketing and direct sales. Many people, could you say maybe 1% of all of the people who join multi-level marketing companies? Maybe less than that? When you leave out the context of how many people join looking for financial success, which, I mean, why else would you join? You're lying if you say you join for any other reason, in my opinion. Oh, also, I chose to wear this shirt today, allegedly, in my opinion. Thank you to the subscriber who sent me this. Or did I get this at Five Below? I can't remember. That being said, like every industry, there are issues, problems, and room for improvement. Miss Van Schoyt knows this as well as anyone. What you are missing is that Miss Van Schoyt's mission with Fermaglow is to correct these problems and issues. Her goal is to make Fermaglow the best in the industry. Miss Van Schoyt founded Fermaglow to fulfill the promise of what has always been promised to people getting involved in multi-level marketing, Jesus Christ, and direct sales, which is for anyone willing to put in the work and with the talent to start a business and thrive financially from their home. Miss Van Schoyt also founded Fermaglow to specifically offer clean, safe, and top quality products. Fermaglow would like to enter into a dialogue with you. Not me being hired. Propositioning me. This is not the type of proposition I want. I mean, I don't want any proposition from them, but regarding the multi-level marketing and direct sales industry. As you highlight in the YouTube video, Fermaglow has not launched yet. No products have been sold yet. You now have the opportunity to make a significant improvement to the multi-level marketing and direct sales industry. This appears to be your passion. My passion is being an entertainer. So I assume you will enthusiastically say yes to this offer. Miss Van Schoyt and Fermaglow offer you the opportunity to communicate freely and directly with them regarding improvements that need to be made in the industry, including as it relates to products. Given that Fermaglow is pre-launch and has not sold products yet, your thoughts and concerns can be implemented at Fermaglow pre-launch. There will not be agreement between you and Miss Van Schoyt on everything, but you are likely to agree on many things. Miss Van Schoyt wants to have this conversation with you to implement some or all of your suggestions at Fermaglow. Fermaglow may very well already be implementing things you would like to see implemented. Miss Van Schoyt will not, however, discuss Monat or the Urdaneta family with you. Girl, no one asked. The past will not be discussed, but the future should be. Okay, girl, go off with that motto, with that tagline. Okay. Please respond to this correspondence at your earliest convenience regarding your desire to open a dialogue with Miss Van Schoyt and Fermaglow. If you're willing to do it, I will put you in direct communication with Miss Van Schoyt and Fermaglow. As stated previously, this is not a threat, a cease and desist, or a legal demand letter. This is an opportunity to improve the multi-level marketing and direct sales industry that you are passionate about. I presume you have never received a letter like this. You are receiving this letter because Fermaglow wants to be different from other multi-level marketing direct sales companies. And that was from their lawyer, David. And he said, please let me know if you accept this offer. I feel like it should say at the bottom, this letter will self-destruct in 5 seconds. So you might be thinking, Chelsea, you got to talk to her. Well, I would love to talk to her. However, she has me blocked on Instagram and like on everything, which is hilarious. Because it's like, hey, if you're so open to feedback, why'd you block me? Why'd you do that in the first place? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. I am annoying though, so I kind of get it. However, I am not just going to respond to them. I am sending them this video because I have actually made a presentation and I just realized I don't have on any mascara. So let's real quickly put some on because I feel like I look a little bit dead, and contrary to popular belief, I am not. I mean, should I just put on some lashes too? I feel like I kind of should if I'm gonna film another video. Maybe? No? I don't know. Okay. So I, of course, have put together a little presentation for them on what they need to change. And realistically, I'm sure there are a bunch of things that I think that they should change, but this in itself is the root of all evil, in my opinion, when it comes to multi-level marketing. So now I present to you Recruit to Win, Why Recruiting is the Root of Evil in MLMs. How the Business Model Breeds Manipulation, Misinformation, and Cult-like Behavior by Chelsea Suarez. Now, since they said this multiple times, direct sales and multi-level marketing, I feel like we should clarify that. So under the direct sales umbrella, there is single level marketing and multi-level marketing. So single level marketing, distributors make commission off of their own sales of products, and that's it. You're making money one way. And then multi-level marketing, distributors make commission off of their own sales of products and by recruiting others to sell products and to recruit others. They also make commission off of the work of the people below them for many generations. So multi-level. Got it? Perfect. Let's move on. Now the incentive to recruit, okay? Bigger team, the more people you recruit, the more money you are potentially going to make. If I sell 5 products and my friend sells 5 products and recruits 3 people, who do you think is going to make more money? The person who recruited more people. Recruiting bonuses often exceed product sales bonuses. Like we just said, you are incentivized to recruit over focusing on the selling of the product. Think about it. When you see people talking about the MLM that they work for or what they do you really see them selling the actual product and spending time doing that? Typically you don't. You see them selling a lifestyle and talking about why this company is amazing and why it's more than shampoo or more than whatever their multi-level marketing company sells. They're typically not selling the product. They are selling a dream, an opportunity, financial freedom, other lies. Rank advancements require building a team. You cannot get to the top of the pyramid without getting to the top of the pyramid and recruiting more people below you. Typically in every single MLM, you have to recruit people. You have to build a team to be able to rank up, to be able to get to the point in the compensation plan where you are even making consistently $1,000 or $2,000 in revenue a month. That's not profit, that's revenue. So realistically, to achieve what most of these people are selling and what they are promising, you have to be able to recruit people. You have to build a team, and not only build a team and recruit people, but sustain that. So that means you are constantly replacing the people who have dropped out or placing other people somewhere in your downline in order to not only maintain your rank every single month, but maintain certain bonuses and money and certain income and perks every month as well. The shift from seller to recruiter, duplication, motherfucking. How many times have you heard that? Way too many. Distributors are not only trained, but incentivized to recruit a team right away. This can increase the false perception of potential income. If you're having second thoughts about joining, but you're recruiting someone right away, you not only feel obligated to stay in and now tied to this MLM because you brought people in, but you're also going to have that false perception of, oh, but I am making money. Well, I did make $5,000 my first month. Well, I did make $100 my first week. When in reality, the majority of those people are not able to recruit 3+ people a month or within the first month to hit these fast track or smart start or any other types of these bonuses. And most of the time, like I said before, they're not able to sustain that to maintain these ranks. So then it's that constant vicious cycle of always trying to either maintain where you are or get more people below you to recruit other people so that they can rank up, so that therefore you can rank up. Recruiting becomes the focus and selling the products becomes secondary. The manipulation begins. This not only has to do with recruiting, but also keeping people from leaving. Love bombing, fake transactional friendships, promises of financial freedom, time freedom, etc. To recruit effectively, people lean into emotional manipulation. They target moms, college students, the unemployed with promises of freedom, community, and purpose. People who maybe mentally, emotionally are not in the best place. And that's like we've heard almost 90% of rags to riches stories that many people will tell when they are talking about how they got into network marketing. Like at this point, it's a parody. And we have done multiple parodies of it on this channel. I lived in a basement. I didn't have arms. I had 4 kids. I had negative $70 billion in my account. I didn't know what to do, so I Googled at-home business and I found Prove It. I found Monat. I found Key Sciences. Or whoever came into their life at this certain time and I really needed this. It's not this altruistic, you came into my life, you need this right now, this is gonna help you type of sign from God that many will make it seem like. In reality, they would not be offering this opportunity to you if it did not help them. They would have no reason to, because if it was truly just about selling products, why would you want everyone and their mother to sell the exact same products as you? You wouldn't. It makes no sense. So it really is in the business of selling people and recruiting people rather than just selling products. Culty vibes, my favorite. So of course we have the us versus them mentality, or the false perception and mantra that, or false belief rather, that this group of people has the answer and other people just don't understand it. And this is the way of life. And oh, that 9 to 5, they're, a bunch of broke losers and they're gonna be in the grind forever. When in reality, how many people do you see hopping from MLM to MLM to MLM? If you had financial freedom and all this passive income and you were doing so great, why aren't you retired? No offense, Tony, but how old are you? Aren't you of retirement age by now? honestly don't know how old she is, sorry, but if you had millions and millions and millions of dollars coming in from money, did you not save any of that? Do you not have a retirement plan? Let's not act like it's this altruistic thing of, oh, I want to help more people. Love bombing can create quick bonds, just like a toxic relationship. Spending the majority of your time on Zoom calls or talking with people on your team about how grateful you are, and you're talking about gratitude and mindset and all this positivity, and it's toxic positivity, but you might not realize it because prior to being in the MLM, maybe you were depressed. Maybe you were feeling like a big old loser, and now you have people telling you how amazing you're gonna do and hyping you up. So of course, why wouldn't you wanna stay with that? And sometimes it can get to the point where this is all encompassing and you are trying so hard to make it work that you're distancing yourself from people from outside of the MLM. And unfortunately, when people from outside of the MLM or from outside the industry tell you the red flags they're seeing or the things that don't make any sense that you're sharing and how the math is literally not mathing. And if you ask your upline about it, oh, well, those are just haters. You shouldn't listen to the haters. They just don't want you to be successful. So then, of course, anyone who is disagreeing with MLMs gets cut off and labeled a hater. But that's the problem, is that if you see all outside information as haters, then you aren't going to be open to hearing facts or statistics from anyone outside of your organization. And obviously people from inside of your organization, I'd say roughly, probably in my opinion, 90% of the time are going to tell you what they heard from their upline or some other bullshit, or tell you to ignore it because they don't want you to leave the MLM, because then that affects them financially. And isolation feeds information control, which keeps people from leaving. More about the culty vibes. Team names, exclusivity, feeling loic, typo there, feeling like you're part of an exclusive group. Again, of people who have the answer. They're not like anybody else. We're thriving, positive vibe, sparkle, 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 money, money, money. Team names, Zoom calls, group chats. Again, feeling loic, feeling like you're a part of that exclusive group. Apparently, I just did copy and paste. Awards, recognition, and titles being given when in reality, they mean nothing outside of the organization and are not transferable. You know how embarrassing it is to see some of these people being like, oh, I'm now blah, 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 blah certified. And it's like, oh, cool. What does that mean? Listen, if you can't put it on your resume, it's non-transferable. That's embarrassing. It's not licensing. It's not like an actual certification from like an accredited organization. It's these things that multi-level marketing companies make up to give you this type of feeling of importance. And not only is it cringe, but it means nothing. But of course, when you feel like a company or organization or person has given you everything of value, then sometimes you may feel like if you leave them or leave that company that you would have nothing. And sometimes you feel this loyalty to them. And of course, uplines being idolized and treated as celebrities. This is so embarrassing and so culty, of course. Now, uplines aren't the CEOs or whatever, and in many MLMs, the CEOs are also treated as literal cult leaders, but it's quite crazy. These people are not celebrities. These people are not A-listers. These people quite literally would have nothing if it wasn't for you, and they are making money off of you. And the only reason they may be nice to you is because they want you to stay in. That is their motive. It's money. Now, of course, to circle back, why is recruiting the root problem? Because we just listed off all those problems. We started with recruiting and then we went over everything else. Recruiting incentivizes unethical behavior to keep people in and to get them in. And let's be honest, no one would join a multi-level marketing company if there were no manipulation involved in a pitch. For instance, if I tell you that you have to recruit to make it to the top, or even to be able to maintain more than $1,000 profit each month, you will work from anywhere since you can potentially recruit people from your Instagram DMs. You'll need to create at least one reel a day to be able to get your content in front of more people and grow your audience. Because no matter how much they say, you don't need a big audience. Who else are you selling to? You need for at least some people to see it. And the best way to do that, and easiest way on Instagram or TikTok, is by posting at least one time a day. And stagnant posts aren't good enough. You gotta do trending reels and TikToks. This is not passive income. You will be on multiple Zoom calls each week, usually at night. You have to make content. You have to talk to people on social media to recruit more people and meet your requirements for personal sales and group sales. And after all of that, there's only a roughly 10% chance on average that you will make any money at all. I would argue that, and in my opinion, that's a pretty damn good and honest, I mean, not good, but that's a pretty honest representation of what it's like to be in a multi-level marketing company and to be somewhere like mid-ranking. And they can say all day long, well, I'm just trying to offer an opportunity to people to make money, but that money's not guaranteed. With a 9 to 5, you know what is guaranteed? Money. Yeah. money. Your job doesn't have to fulfill you. Your job doesn't have to make you millions of dollars. Would that be nice? Sure. But not to be a bitch, but hey, I'm being realistic. That's just not life for most people. Recruiting is also the root of evil because it creates an endless churn at the bottom since you have to always replace people who quit, and people do quit. And it drives predatory culture, trying to sell to your friends and family, targeting people who need it, who are financially struggling. That is the end of my presentation. However, my main suggestion to Tony Van Schoyt and to Fermaglow is to take out recruiting. Recruiting is the root of evil in the network marketing space, in the network marketing industry, in multi-level marketing, in direct sales, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. Recruiting a team, making money off of people you have recruited, the incentive to build a team. Recruiting, point blank period, in my opinion, is the root of all evil in multi-level marketing. That's why there's cultiness. That's why there's manipulation. That's why there's so many lies. That's why there's faith manipulation, doublespeak, straw man fallacies, families being ripped apart, people spending way more money than they need to because of recruiting. In my opinion, that's what it all comes back to. So once this video goes up, I will be emailing it over to David, her lawyer, and we'll see. I will hopefully be able to give you guys an update and we will see what they say. That is going to be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope that we can make a difference in the multi-level marketing space, and especially with Fermaglow, which has not launched yet. Let's go ahead and take a big breath in and out. Okay, do you feel better? I don't. I'm still just as chaotic, and I have to go film another video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great day, night, weekend whenever you're watching this. I hope that you know that your butt cheeks are so plump and lifted and good and juicy. But that is only if you're subscribed to me. If you're not subscribed to me, you're dead to me. I don't know why you're here, and I'm offended you're even watching. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.